In this video, we will be recharging the AC system in this 2019 Jeep Compass. Now, for about 2 to 3 years prior to this service, I had been getting a very faint whistle only when the air conditioning system was on at the very lowest setting and you were driving the vehicle very slowly. And after topping off the system, the whistle sound is gone. This system does take our 1234YF refrigerant. Through the driver's side door, we can release our hood latch, and after releasing our secondary safety latch, we can gain access to the engine bay. Taking a look inside our engine bay, we're going to locate the low side service line. This is not the AC service line that is easily accessible from the top. We need to look down below that. And when we look down in there, we do see that low side service port. After that, we will start the engine and turn the air conditioning on. We want the controls set to maximum cool and maximum airflow with recirculation, and we'll make sure all of the windows and doors are closed. We're going to let it run for a few minutes. And we can remove our battery tab, and that gives us a current reading of 0 psi. And we are going to shake that can well before we attach this. The gray cap on our low side service port can then be removed, and we can work our adapter onto that low side service port. We do want to make sure this gets seated fully. And our current reading is about 23.5 psi. And according to acprocold.com, the R1234YF system pressure, our minimum low side pressure range probably should be around 33 or so, given our ambient temperature. So our system appears to be just a tad low. So I'm going to add some refrigerant by squeezing the trigger while continuously rotating the can in a sweeping motion from the 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock position. And I'm going to check that gauge periodically. I'm only adding a little bit at a time just to make sure that my gauge is actually moving. And I decided to end at the lower end of that spectrum of where I need to be at, which was 32 psi. And I did want to do a temperature check just to see what temperature the vent air is. And according to AutoACRepair1.com, if my ambient temperature is 77, my temperature of my vent should be 50 to 54. We're just a little bit under 77, so this should be a little less. And this is claiming from 40 to 55 degrees is typically normal under typical operating conditions. So it is possible I could add just a little bit more, or I could just roll with this for a while and see if it has resolved my issue. And I am going to remove my adapter and reinstall my cap.